Business Studies class 12. We will be going to discuss about the importance of organizing. We know this thing that organizing is one of the indispensable means for doing the better performance in the business. Sound organization is needed for the better administrative performance, because when we have got a good organization structure, then we know this thing that what are the various types of activities which we have to do. Then we are able to create the relationship, that is the senior and the subordinate relationship, ultimately which proves useful for improving the performance and increasing the efficiencies of the employees in the organization. So, importance of organizing. We cannot undermine this element. Why organizing is one of the important part. We will be discussing this thing with the help of few points which I have already mentioned for you. Okay, importance of organizing. The first point of importance of organizing is related with the administrative facility. What it does, when we are dividing the work into various groups, various activities, and then we are giving the work to the various employees, and then we are creating some sort of relationship between those employees. So ultimately what it will do, it will reduce the wastage of the various types of resources, and there will be no duplication of the work, and the work which is being given to each and every employee will be done in the proper and the perfect manner. So by this, the management is facilitated in getting the better result, and the overall efficiency of the organization or the productivity of the organization will definitely increase due to all this thing. Because when we are properly assigning the duties, responsibilities and authorities to the various employees, we are effectively making the use of the various controlling parameters, and we are doing the proper coordination, and all these things when are being done proper manner, it helps the management in doing the work with more efficiency. Okay, so this is how it facilitates the administration. Then the second thing that is related with it ensures the specialization. How it ensures the specialization? Because the main aim of the organization is to see this thing that when the proper organization structure is created, we have made the structure on the basis of the various activities which are to be performed and the groups we have created for that. So we have to see this thing that right person should be given the right type of job. And when this type of things take place, when we are appointing the right person for the right type of job, we are seeing this thing that the specialist person should be appointed for that thing. And when the work is being given to the worker continuously for a long-term period, he becomes more and more effective and efficient in doing that work, and it improves his efficiency also, and it improves the productivity of the organization. So when we are appointing the right person for doing the right type of job, so what we are seeing that it increases the overall efficiency of the organization, and we are getting the good results. Then comes clarity of roles, clarification in the roles of each and every person. Because when the activities are divided and the proper organization structure is created, so we have clarified the roles between the two persons. So now each and every person knows this thing, that what is the work which is to be performed by that person and whose order he has to follow and to whom he is responsible. So when all these things are taking place, each and every person takes his own responsibility and get the work done on time, okay, and it increases the efficiency of the organization. Everything is here related with increasing in the efficiency of the organization only. That is why it is an important part. That organizing is important part. Okay. Then comes, it encourages the creativity. It encourages the creativity in the employees. The independent thinking of an employee comes into existence when each and every employee is being given the work independently. When we are giving the work to the employee, and then we are transferring some of the authorities to the employees so that they can take their own decision because they are responsible for that work. So this brings the creativity out of that employee, and he gives his best potential. Up to the best potential he is giving his efforts, and he comes up with the new creative ideas, new thinking ideas, and which ultimately helps in doing more and more creative work in the organization. So creativity is encouraged by this type of organization structure. Then adaptation of new technology. Adopting the new technology in order to remain in the competition in the business environment. Because in this modern world of business, we are seeing that the technological changes are taking place with rapidly these type of changes are taking place. So when this type of changes are taking place rapidly, the organization structure should be prepared in such a manner that there is a flexibility in the structure of the organization, and if the changes or the technological changes are to be adopted, it can easily be adopted. Because when we are adopting the technological changes, then only we will be able to see this thing that we are in the competition in the market, and we will survive for the long term period. So flexibility is required in the organization structure, and when we are preparing the good or the proper organization structure, that means we are giving enough space and we are giving enough flexibility so that we can adopt any type of changes which is taking place in the business environment. Then comes identifying the importance of various activities. When the various tasks of the organization or the objectives of the organization are divided into different types of activities, and when all the activities are being performed, so here we comes to know this thing, the relative importance of each and every activity. Because each and every activity has got a relative importance, and how much important is a particular activity in getting that particular task completed can be known to us. So now we can find out the strength and the weakness of the each and every department, that which activity is more important for us, which activity is less important for us in doing this particular task. So whatever resources we have to allocate for the performance of the task or for completing a given task, so we have to see this thing, the resources should be allotted in a judicious manner according to the relative importance of the activity. The more important activity should be given more resources, and the activities which are of the lesser importance should be given with the lesser amount of resources. So all these things can take place when there is a proper organization structure and when there is a proper relation created between the various types of activities. And all these things, the importance point one highlighted here, are going to the one conclusion that coordination is one of the important part here. So without coordination, we are not in the position to do any of these things, and if there is a coordination, then definitely the quality of the work will improve and the quantity of work will also improve. So coordination is also one of the important part of the organizing. Okay, so coordination is required. Without coordination, nothing can be made possible. So coordination is also one of the point of importance of the organizing structure. Hope you understand that why the proper organization structure is needed for the sound or the successful running of any organization. Thank you and have a nice day.